had no sleep, no food, no familiar face around. Was this solo trip the worst idea I ever had? Is Brussels a safe place? Is this Airbnb a safe place? What the hell was that all about? Well, true story is about crazy stuff that's happened while I was traveling. Let's find out what exactly happened in this story. Now, where was I? In a bus going from London to Brussels. Bus being the key word here. Why, you ask? Because this bus was going to plunge me in a world of pain. It was a long bus journey with a ferry ride to get into Europe and a connecting bus from Paris. Exciting, na? The bus got delayed. So delayed that we missed the ferry. But no biggie. We got the next ferry in a few hours. The spiral hadn't even begun yet. You know the connecting bus I mentioned? That left on time. Can you believe it? On time. Just my luck. And the next connecting bus was more than just a few hours later. You know, I have been stranded before, and this was Paris. Well, not really. It was a namesake. Wasn't like Paris, Paris. We were in the middle of nowhere. I'd had no sleep, no food, no familiar face around, and no Wi-Fi. Just a lot of waiting around at the bus stand. Oh, and this was my first ever solo trip. It completely ruined my plans in Brussels. How? Well, I hate to admit it, but I had pre-booked a beer and chocolate tour for the first day in Brussels. It would have been fun if I had made it on time. I reached Brussels 7 hours late. The Airbnb I'd booked was so far out, it could very well be the outskirts of Brussels. It took me 2 trains to finally get there. While walking to this place, I was cursing myself for booking the tour, booking a bus from London to Brussels, and even more for booking an Airbnb that was literally outside the city. The place was a complete mess. I couldn't believe what I was seeing because my Airbnb in London was great. Another weird thing was that this place had no locks on the doors. Not the room door, not the bathroom, not even the loo. I was getting a strange feeling. The owner of the place, Zach, came and apologized to me for the mess. He'd been doing rounds to the police station and the hospital with the girl who was staying there before me because she was raped. Everything that had happened before I reached Brussels just vanished. I couldn't imagine what this girl might have been going through. She was a traveler like me who had the rest of her trip ahead of her. But at the back of my head, I was also thinking, was this solo trip the worst idea I ever had? Is Brussels a safe place? Is this Airbnb a safe place? I cancelled all my Airbnb bookings and got hostels instead. The next day I woke up feeling like all of it was a weird dream. But the mess in the house reminded me that it wasn't. I was still thinking about this girl and what had happened. She'd actually left already to finish the rest of her trip. I was still not okay with the no-lock situation. Was quite bummed about missing the beer and chocolate tour. Would have been fun. I would have met fellow travelers and maybe had plans with them later on. Now, with my Airbnb being so far away from everything, I felt isolated and all alone. I had 2 more days in Brussels and I intended to make the most out of it. I set out for the day with some interesting recommendations from Zach. Really cool guy actually. My first stop was the flea market, which reminded me of home when a vendor said to me, "Only because of your sweet smile, I will sell this to you for €2 less." Was a very familiar tactic. I went to a restaurant and had a meal by myself, which I had never really done before. Definitely not in a different country where I didn't even know the language. I walked around the lengths and breadths of the city, observing more things than I would normally, and by now I knew the Brussels metro map like the back of my hand. I'd never really explored a city like this before. I like meeting new people, I like making conversations. I'm a social person. I like company. But now I'd started to enjoy my own company. It was so liberating. I could decide something on a whim and just do it. Of course, I tried the Brussels waffles and they were completely worth the hype. Zach took me to a music festival that was happening at the time, and it was quite interesting. But the highlight of the 2 days for me was the Musical Instruments Museum that I found out on my own. It was spectacular. There were musical instruments over there from all over the world, and I wish that I had more time to spend there. But another bus to another location was waiting, so I would have another story to tell you. Thank you for watching. Whew, that was one crazy ride. Definitely not the craziest though. There's a lot more where that came from. So drop a like because it was fun, right? And comment if you're excited for the next one, and subscribe because otherwise this is all just a moo point.